Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My video today is going to show you the unboxing and the basics of the Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting and embossing machine. So in this video I will run through the basics of this machine only, as Spellbinders do have other machines out there on the market. So if you are considering buying, or you are new to this machine or new to die cutting, this video will run you through the basics of the die cutting machine. So first of all, I'm just going to take the outer packaging from the machine. It is very well wrapped up with the black plastic and the tape, and then underneath it is covered with some bubble wrap. So this is the outer box, which I will remove, and we will get to the machine in a moment. So opening my box lid, what do we have here? So on top of the box we have the plates and the little die cuts, and we also have the handle for the machine. But just before I get to that, I need to remove the cardboard, and here we have the machine. So I just want to have a look at a few things first before I go through the details of the cutting machine. So here I've got the plates that are included with the Spellbinders 6. Also included in the package was an embossing folder and some little die cuts. At the moment I don't see the embossing folder, but I'm sure it's there. So that is the little dies. Oh yeah, I can see it there. And this is the 3D embossing folders, which were a couple of little added extras. Also included with the machine are the instructions. I think we would be stuck without these. On the front cover it says it's featuring a universal plate system, exclusive 3D embossing folder and exclusive cutting die set. Moving on to the inner page, and it gives a list of all the features. I'm not going to go through all of those. It says it's basically, it gives the color combination of the cutting machine, tells you that you get a die set and an embossing folder, universal plate system, extended length platforms and plates which allow you to use slimline size dies and embossing folders, and underneath it gives a list of what's included. So first of all, there is a platform base which is marked with the letter A. Now what I like about this platform base is it shows you a little diagram of how to stack your plates, because if, like me, I wouldn't have a clue which way to stack the plates to use the machine. So this really is a wonderful help. So on the platform base it shows you how to build a cutting die sandwich, how to emboss a cut shape, how to build a standard embossing folder sandwich, and last of all how to build a 3D embossing folder sandwich. So really a wonderful, great help. Moving on now to platform B, which is the platform top. So on this platform top it shows you how to build a die cutting sandwich and how to emboss a cut shape. So really I don't think I'd ever get stuck how to build up my sandwiches to pop into the machine. Next I have two cutting plates, and these have the letter see on the cutting plates. I've never had as many plates as this in my die cutting machines before. And the final two plates are the adapter plate and the embossing mat. Okay, so moving on to the machine now. So once I've taken it out of the box, I need to attach the handle to the machine. And honestly, this is really, really simple to do. So all we need to do is pop the little washer over the screw, take the little Allen key that is provided with the handle, and pop the Allen key into the screw head. And here just at the side of the machine is a little metal bar, and this is where I will pop my handle onto the metal bar, and then I will just turn the Allen key and tighten up the little screw. Also provided is this little rubber stopper, which I think is more for decorative purposes, and I will just pop that inside the handle. Do keep the Allen key handy, as you might need to tighten or loosen your handle at any time. So handle fitted, I've now pulled down the sides of the machine to reveal the base where the plates will sit on your cutting machine. It also has a lovely handle that just sits perfectly at the top of the machine. So on to a little bit of die cutting. So all of the instructions are printed onto the plates, so you don't have to think about what goes where when you are doing your die cutting. So here I'm just popping it through the machine using the little dies that were provided. I did find I struggled a little bit to pop the plates through, so what I ended up doing was loosening the handle out a little bit, and then I found the plates went through much, much easier. So here is the little die cut. I did use a piece of paper that was fairly thin. When I try again to do the die cutting, I'm going to try a piece of card that is a 300 GSM. So here I'm using the same little die cut, only with the thicker card, which is 300 GSM. And there you can see I am struggling once again with the plates and the handle. I don't know if it's because the machine is a new machine and it's a little bit harder to go through. Maybe in time it will slacken off, but yeah, I had to fish out the Allen key and loosen the handle, and then it went through a much, much better. Okay, so there's the little die cut in the white card. So now on to some embossing. So again, for the embossing, I'm going to do the same as I did with the little dies. I am going to use some thin paper and then some thicker card that is 270 GSM. So here I am just lining up my plates with the lovely 3D embossing folder that was provided with the die cutting machine. And again, you get the instructions printed onto the plates, so you don't have to begin to think which plate goes where. So to use the 3D embossing folder, I need to have my platform base, my 3D embossing folder with my paper inside, and then my adapter plate. I did find the embossing sandwich went through much, much easier than the sandwich for the die cutting. And here we go. This is the reveal with the 270 GSM card. Wow, I do really like that. Worked out really, really well. Now using the same sandwich and a thin piece of paper, I'm going to do another little bit of embossing using the embossing folder. So I found this ran absolutely perfectly through the cutting machine, no problems at all. And now for the reveal on the grey paper. Yeah, turned out perfectly, absolutely wonderful. So I've decided to try one of my little die. It is a die cut of a rather intricate butterfly. Decided to try it on the piece of embossing paper using the sandwich for die cutting, and yeah, that has turned out perfectly well. And next I have decided to try one of my embossing folders. Now it's not a 3D embossing folder, so I ran it through the machine using the embossing sandwich, only to find that the embossing came out at one side on the paper and it didn't really show up much at all on the other side. So I decided to add the little shim to the sandwich to find out if this would work any better. Again, only to find that the shim made no difference whatsoever. So maybe it might be my embossing folder where the problem lies. As I get more into using the machine, I will obviously try some of my other embossing folders which weren't at hand at the time. So here are the little die cuts using the die that was included with the cutting machine, and also the 2 sheets of embossing which was used on a piece of thin paper and a 270 GSM piece of card, and they also turned out absolutely perfectly. And then this was my little die cut butterfly from my own crafty stash. Again, that is cut out perfectly. I then went on to use the embossing folder. I tried it on 2 varieties of cardstock, only to find that the embossing came out at one side and nothing on the other side. Like I said previously, maybe that is due to my embossing folders. So a little bit of summing up of the Platinum 6 die cutting machine. This is only my opinion. So first of all, I found the little instruction booklet very clear and easy to follow. I love the idea where these base plates at the bottom just fold up nice and neatly into the machine, which makes it compact and easy to store. I also love the carry handle, which just sits perfectly at the top of the machine and then folds perfectly flush when the machine is not in use. And it also comes with a removable handle. Now on to the plates. You get 5 plates included, also a mat and a shim. I did find this rather a lot. I'm not used to quite as many as that. I think 4 at the most. What I do love about the plates are the little printed images showing you how to pop the different sandwiches through the cutting machine. Also, in my opinion, I found the die cutting machine cut the little die and my die from my crafty stash really well. I also found it great to use with the 3D embossing folder provided with the machine. However, I did struggle using my own embossing folders, so not sure what the problem is there. I will persevere with my embossing folders and I will let you know how I get along with them. The only other problem I found with the machine was the handle. Did I have it too tight, or is it because the machine is new? I'm not really sure, but I did find it difficult popping the plates through, so I ended up having to loosen the handle just a little bit for the plates to go through the machine comfortably. Overall, it does seem a good little machine, really nice and compact and handy to just have folded away onto my desk. So I hope this has given you a little bit more knowledge if you are considering buying this Spellbinders die cutting machine, and if this is the best machine for yourself. Do let me know in the comments below if you are considering buying this machine, and if you already have it, let me know how you get along with it. Could you also let me know which machine you have in your crafty stash? I hope you have enjoyed my video. If you have, would you please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing to my channel. And yes, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again very soon. In the meantime, happy crafting. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye bye for now.